All right, well, welcome everyone to our European team call. And we're excited tonight because we have a very special guest that's going to talk to us about the latest innovation, the latest ground through breakthrough discovery with CTFO, this 10x pure technology that led to XanthoMist, which is the most powerful mangosteen product ever brought to market. And now with this GlutaMyst, holy cow, we've got anti-aging covered, we've got health and wellness covered. So I just want to introduce David DArcangelo, somebody that I've known of in the industry for 30 years, never actually got to work together before. So it's been just an honor to be able to do that this past year. He is the National Marketing Director of CTFO. He's a board member, and he's the guy that does all the work to bring these incredible products to market with CTFO. So I have asked him to share with you tonight some of the things that he shared with those of us who were in Las Vegas about this new breakthrough. So I will turn the time over to you, Mr. David DArcangelo.
Well, hi everybody. Happy to be here and just very excited coming out of Las Vegas and the introduction of GlutaMyst. But I just want to, a colleague and I were talking before, and it's always good to come back to really our strength, which is the 10x Pure technology that powers our products. And so a good way to understand the 10x Pure technology and the proprietariness of it is, like a matter of fact, one of our associates asked me, how would you recap what 10x Pure technology is? And I'm just going to share with you, I'm going to read a couple lines of what I sent him back. Is the 10x Pure technology signifies the groundbreaking portfolio of scientifically validated breakthrough wellness technologies. The company is on a course, and everything related to what we're doing is related to aging. Look good, feel great, live healthier, longer. We believe the cellular structure of the body, which is everything. Life starts as one or two cells, and then they double and they double, and it's, you go from 1 to 2, 2 to 4 to 8 to 16, 32, 64, et cetera. And then before you know it, you're 37 trillion cells or more in you. It's your body, your cells, your heart, your soul. So the 10x Pure technology, we're really targeted at the cells. And the technology, just so you know, we either develop it, we acquire it, or we contract for it. 10x Pure technology now started out as one technology when we started. The first proprietary technology we started about 4 years ago. But now, since then, we've done XanthoMist, we've done GlutaMyst. There's 3 different technologies in 3 different products over that 4 or 5 year period of time. And they're all different technologies. So it became a portfolio. Like you see the computer company that produces computer chips, Intel inside. So we now have this portfolio of technology under the 10x Pure label. Really what we're focusing on is, the breakthrough, enhance potency, bioavailability, and delivery. That's what we learned in the XanthoMist, in GlutaMyst. It all starts there. You have to have potency. You have to have bioavailability, meaning that your body gets it and uses. You get a significant amount that you're not passing through your body, but that your body is assimilating. In GlutaMyst, it works so fast, and XanthoMist, same, that it gets into your body when you mist it onto the soft tissue of your mouth. And when you get your GlutaMyst, is the same thing as XanthoMist. Mist it onto the soft tissue, and it's almost like it disappears. What it's doing, it's going right into your body. And it'll be within as little as 15 to 30 seconds, it should be in your liver, your bloodstream, your cells. So there's the biggest testimonials coming out of Las Vegas, because the people who came, we gave them a sample bottle of the new GlutaMyst. And including Dr. Templeman's testimonial, were all centered around, at least all or partially, the speed at which they felt something, the energy, the brain fog lifting, the better mental and physical capabilities. So I share that with you. The breakthrough technologies of 10x Pure we're using to explore compounds that support an anti-aging product line associated with aging, such as oxidative stress, which are free radicals that have to be neutralized. That's what GlutaMyst does. Cellular health, skin rejuvenation. So when you think of taking GlutaMyst, since your body is made up of cells, the story that when we started, your heart, your eyes, your nose, your liver, they're all cells. But remember, the skin is the largest organ in the body. You replicate your skin cells. You've all seen them. You slough them off. You get skin, they're dead cells. Well, the dead cells are replicating and becoming, behind them comes the new cell. While you're listening to me, every second, 3 million cells die, 3 million are replicated. So you're either replicating healthy or unhealthy cells. So what our technologies do, just imagine you have a new skin every 39 days. They say you have total skin turnover. So if you're replicating healthy cells, you get improved. It's the beauty industry. I've been reading the articles. They're really on top of this, but there's nothing better than the delivery of GlutaMyst from CTFO, where you mist it under the soft tissue of your mouth. It passes right into your body, and within seconds, you are getting the benefit of the product. So that's the 10x Pure technology. And Collie, if there's somewhere else you'd like me to focus, I'm happy to do it.
So thanks, David. I would love for you just to show a couple of the visual slides, if you have them right there available, just to explain to us about how our cells replicate, how we need to repair cells if we want to get glutathione, and we're putting glutathione into a healthier cell, into a cell that we're repairing. This is all new to me, and this is why I just want you to explain it even more detail and show us a few images to really help us understand what we have. Because when I first heard about this, I'm hearing glutathione, which I thought was great, body's master antioxidant. But when you told me about this cellular nutrition blend and this technology out of Germany, that was such a wow factor for me. And I thought, no one's going to be able to touch us for years.
Yeah.
So I would love for you to help us really understand that better.
Yeah. So if you'd like to look at a couple slides, if you share the screen, I'll be able to do that. Share my screen. So do I click here, I assume. Share my screen. Let's go find it. Okay. Can you see my screen, Collie?
I can.
Okay, good.
The whole PowerPoint right now.
Okay, let me there we go.
And then if you put that in presenter mode, then we'll just see the slide.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
There we go. Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, everybody. So I'm gonna jump around a little bit, and let me see what I got here. Okay. So the biggest benefit, and to understand GlutaMyst, and I'm gonna just poke ahead here, is the cell story that I shared with you earlier. Your body has over 37 trillion cells. Once you understand you're made up of cells. They're everything. And healthy cells, healthy you. Unhealthy cells, unhealthy you. So as your cells become your tissues become your organs, the organs become your systems, and that becomes you. Every day, 300 billion new cells are turning over. There's 200 million per minute. There's 3 million every second you're listening to me. 3 million are dying, 3 million are replicating. So it's how long does it take to grow the cells? Let's just follow my cursor. Liver cells are replaced every 300 to 500 days. Your skeleton, you get a new one every 10 years. The heart, just look at that heart pumping. The endothelial cells of the heart are replaced every 6 years. The visual helps you understand at that beating heart is how important the health of your cells are. And that's where GlutaMyst works. And quite frankly, it works in tandem with Xanthomyst. Because the GlutaMyst, glutathione, is the master antioxidant neutralizing free radicals in your body that your body's producing. And there's a constant battle intracellularly. And Xanthomyst helps the free radical as an antioxidant, and it helps extracellularly outside the cell. It's the greatest tag team combination of two products that I have ever seen in this industry. And we have it, and there's nobody even close on the technology side. So let me just move on a little bit. So you see on the screen, on the right, when I talk about unhealthy cells, so the free radicals in your body, just breathing air, when your cells produce energy, they spew out free radicals. And there's other ways, the stressors of your life, they're free radicals. Free radicals bounce around your cells and do damage. It's called oxidative stress. So what happens is, on the right-hand side of the screen, you can see the unhealthy cell. That's what unhealthy cells look like. On the left side, you see a healthy cell. When somebody has great skin complexion, great vitality, energy, focus, the cells look like that on the left. But it can, if the free radicals are doing the damage and there's not enough antioxidants like glutathione, like our GlutaMyst product, the fight is on, and the cell is unhealthy. So what do we have to do? So it's great to put the glutathione into your system and get it into your body fast. And we use pharmaceutical, medical grade glutathione. Where do we get it from? We get it from fermented algae. I mean, it's a great point, and everybody's asking is, how do you get it? How do you get it? It's from fermented algae. So just look at the two cells. As you're listening to me, 3 million cells are dying and 3 million are replicating. Do you want to speed up the aging process or delay the aging process? So as I said earlier, the beauty industry is right on the glutathione. And along with this, the glutathione, as Kali mentioned, what are you going to do to heal the unhealthy cell? And what we do is we created this trace mineral cellular nutrition blend that's made up of minerals, metals, enzymes, and sugars. Not sugar like you and I are thinking of, but glucose. And if you go to Google or you go to AI and you say, how important are minerals, metals, enzymes, and sugars to my cell health, it'll tell you that, in short abbreviation, that they're critical to your health and vitally important. So you have to take and help heal the healthy cell, help an unhealthy cell back to health. And then you provide the glutathione to keep the free radicals at bay so that damage to your cells is not being done and overtaken. So everybody think of an apple. Do you want to delay the aging process like a great apple? Or do you want to speed up the aging process as we've all seen and apples when they get, oxidized, etc. So, Collie, I think that's a good point of explanation, and I just think once you understand that, but they come together as a team. It's GlutaMyst, glutathione, cellular nutrition blend. I have not seen anything in the world. It's a worldwide exclusive and only available through CTFO.
Love it, love it. So what I'm getting and what I hope everybody caught was that one product works from the cells from the inside out, the other one from the outside in, which, we usually think about that as like skincare is, good, healthy skincare is the outside in, and the inside out is nutrition. But you're talking about going into the cell, and we've got an inside out and an outside in cellular repair going on while we're putting powerful antioxidants in the body and glutathione into the cells. This is, I just hope everybody is getting this. Yeah. And I do have a few leaders on the line that I see from the US that joined us, and I would love for them to share. And this is meeting style, not webinar, so you don't have to raise your hand. You just need to turn on your mic. But I'm sure they would love to hear some of the results. And the one with Dr. Templeman, I just want to say that Dr. Templeman was just really such a trooper. Went to Vegas. He'd been sick. I could tell Anne's on her microphone. It echoes for a minute. Anyway, so Anne will share next. But Dr. Templeman was he'd been very, very sick. And anyway, he came and he's a trooper, but he was just not himself. It was almost like he, what's it called when you have a really bad fever and you get just so hard to even function. Anyway, that wasn't it. What's it called?
Oh, he had pneumonia.
He had double pneumonia.
Yeah.
He'd never had pneumonia before.
Terrible.
Delirious. That's what I was saying. Yeah. He was almost kind of delirious and just feeling so fatigued and so awful, but yet he's there. And he came in the morning and he talked, and then he went laid down, and then he, barely made it back for the afternoon for a thing. But in that process in the morning, when he came and he was just feeling so bad and everybody could feel his pain, that's when we gave out the GlutaMyst, and he tried some. So then he goes upstairs, lays down, and then, alarm, whatever, up and running to get back. And he said he felt incredible. Not only did he feel incredible, but he not only delivered like so much more powerfully in the afternoon, but then stayed with us the whole rest of the day, and then stayed with our team meeting that we had till like 9:00 at night. It was incredible. So yes, adding GlutaMyst to the XanthoMyst, I feel like is more than just doubling. I feel like it's 10xing the effectiveness of either product individually. So it's incredible. All right. So I want a couple of our leaders to share their experience from Vegas and the GlutaMyst. And Anne, I think, well, you just turned on your camera. Now you're off. You're off. All right. You're up.
Yep. Hi. I've been building this rabbit cage for the last 4 days. Lots of hammering and drilling and pulling. And when I was in Vegas, after I used the mist, just the first day, I had been having trouble with a muscle that's torn right here, or something that's torn right here, and a lot of pain and burning. And then I'd get a pain right here in the upper top of my arm at night. And I have to rub it down with the CBDA cream. And after I used the GlutaMyst the first day, I have not had that pain in my arm since. Okay. And that's crazy, because I've been out here building and cutting for 4 days, trying to build this new rabbit hutch and using a lot of strength. Even my mobility, being able to squat and get in and out of it, has been crazy. So I think it's a great product. I just feel a good detox and cleanse, and I just sleep well. So I think overall it's going to do some really good stuff for us. I'm looking forward to what 3 months down the road will show me, And that's it. I can't hear you anymore. I don't know if I did something wrong.
Holly.
Sorry, nope. I had muted out because of the echo. All right, thank you so much, Anne. And I would really love for Tom and for Sandy to share as well, if they would like turn on their audio and their video.
Sandy, why don't you go ahead first?
Ladies first, thank you. Okay. Well, of course, the event in Vegas was beyond. It was so first class. They treated us like royalty, and the venue itself was like on the penthouse overlooking all the lights in Vegas. But we were also pleasantly excited to get gifted the GlutaMyst. And you may or may not know that Ed's a retired pharmacist. So, for him, science is just incredible. And taste. If it doesn't taste good, there's no way that he'll take anything. So we got the mist, and Ed stood up and he took a couple sprays. And I looked at Ed and he goes, "Oh my gosh, I feel something." I said, "Oh my gosh, what do you feel?" He says, "I don't know, but I definitely feel something. And it tastes delicious." So that was just terrific. And, we've been on nutritional supplements most of our lives. We're ageless advocates. So I am so excited that Double D, David DArcangelo, has created a dynamite duo with the two products, because the reality is nothing is more important than living longer with vitality. And sadly, we have very few friends left that are still on this side of the dirt. So, it is possible to live longer without disease. And Tom and I talk about this all the time, that people will often say, "Well, why do I have to supplement? I'm healthy," right, Tom? And what's our answer? How do you know you're healthy? Because disease takes time. It's typically 7 or 8 years before you're even diagnosed. And then you have to have the battle of trying to get well again. Why get sick in the first place? Are you worth it to invest in your own health so that you're not the responsibility of family to take care of you? So thank you for allowing me to share, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, Sandy. Over to you, Tom.
Okay, Sandy, you did such a great overview of Las Vegas. I love it. Thank you for that. I'm glad I wasn't as sick as Dr. Templeman, but we got it between 11 and noon, and then CTFO served up this great lunch, so we didn't have to go anywhere till about 2 o'clock. And coming up on 3 o'clock, we were back in meetings and things, and I was ready to lay my head down and take a nap right there on the table. But I thought, let me try this GlutaMyst and see what happens. And I'll tell you what, it was almost instantaneous that the energy level came back up, and it came back up the rest of the day. And, I was pretty shocked at that point that something could hit my body that quick. I've taken energy drinks over the years, and usually it's, maybe 17 minutes to 45 minutes. This was literally instantaneous. Here's another thing. And I've been talking to my brother over the past few days, and I was sharing with him that my legs, ankles, top of my feet in the winter, and I thought it was just dry skin, so I'd put all kinds of lotions and potions on my legs and feet, and hoping, and it wasn't flaky skin at all. It was just itching like mad, and then it'd come to my arms. And I thought normally this was a winter problem that I had with where we live and how dry it is and things like that. Well, after a few days of the GlutaMyst, let's get the name right. After a few days of the GlutaMyst, that itching disappeared. Well, in talking to my brother, and I have no disclaimer it here, okay, Collie and David. My brother said my dad, and I don't remember my dad ever saying this, but my dad said something about candida. And I'm going, really? You know, I had heard the word, but never knew what it was. And so I went online and looked at that, and it went itching and burning were 2 out of the 5 symptoms of candida. And I can thankfully say that's disappeared completely. Now, if it was candida, I don't know, but sure sounds good because it was itching like mad and burning like crazy. And the lotions and potions were working part of the day, but usually when I lay down at night, that's when it hits. So I'm glad when I lay down at night, I'm out all night long, no problem. Thank you, everyone.
Awesome, Tom. Thank you so much. And so what I really want to do here, I'm going to make a partial this recording that we can share, but I also want to open up for questions, but I'm going to do the questions part after we kind of close. So I want to close this part of it, David, with you giving us some final words, because we're hearing some powerful things. And we all know on this call how powerful the XanthoMyst is and what the xanthones are doing in our body. But boy, this 1-2 punch or peanut butter and jelly, I mean, how they work together in tandem. I don't know if GlutaMyst would give us such instantaneous, incredible, powerful results if we weren't adding it to already using XanthoMyst. I mean, we'll see, because some people will just use one or the other. But I'm just so excited. So I'd love to get for you to give us some final thoughts on the products. And then I'm going to close that part of the recording, and then I'm going to open it for questions. If anybody has questions, you can put them in the chat.
I would just say that between the technology at XanthoMyst and GlutaMyst, it's 2 of the most potent, powerful breakthrough technologies ever brought to the wellness industry. And it just so happens one works intracellularly in the cell, the GlutaMyst, the other works extracellularly, you know, so they're potent antioxidants, both of them, and they cover both sides. You need antioxidants because I just want to make it clear is there's a battle going on in your body right now. It's free radicals created from, even when your cells are producing energy. I'm moving my hand and I can blink my eyes and jump up and down because my mitochondria in my cell take the food that I eat and the nutrients, and they produce energy. But when you produce energy, which is something good, it produces as a byproduct, it's like the exhaust of a car, it produces free radicals. So the antioxidants come in while the free radicals are bouncing off the cells and doing damage to the cells, right? And we know that unhealthy cells, unhealthy you. And we took a look at it earlier at an unhealthy cell. It's you have to bring it back to him. Extracellularly, we have XanthoMyst. So two of the most potent products for anti-aging, health and wellness that we have ever seen in the industry. So I just say to everybody here is, remember, reduce it down to you. It's not out there. Your body, your cells, you're over 37 trillion cells. When you're listening to me, 3 million cells every second are dying, 3 million are replicating approximately. You're replicating healthy or unhealthy cells. Which do you want to do? If you replicate healthy cells, you see it in your skin, your focus, your energy, your brain. It's just fantastic. I am so excited, and I'll finish off with, for the first time ever, I believe people will understand that they can help change the course of the future of their health and wellness with 2 products, XanthoMyst and GlutaMyst.
All right, I absolutely love that. I got a couple questions. Sandy's got her hand up. I'm going to call on you in just a moment. But I wanted to close this part of the recording with this. This is just a sample. I'm going to blur my background so that you can see this clearly. This is just a sample that they gave us, the glutathione. But it's not just glutathione like we talked about. It's glutathione in a micronutrient blend that goes in and repairs cells, which is incredible. And of course, our amazing xanthomyst. And so one of the questions that I just got was, how do we use them together? Well, here's how I use them together. And, GlutaMyst, they say, is 4 sprays a day. Xanthomyst, I like 4 sprays 4 times a day just because I want more xanthones. But I understand that taking extra GlutaMyst, if you're an athlete, if you're like creating more free radicals in your body is important. But for regular health, the 4 mysts. So what I'm doing is every single morning, I spray one, twist and mist. They're both, this isn't the labeled one yet. Can't wait to get it. But I spray one and the other, and I hold them in my mouth for a while because I really like, your mouth starts to water and it starts to get, so it's absorbing right into the soft tissue and going where it needs to go. And it's getting into the bloodstream and it's getting in the liver in about 15 to 30 seconds and doing all that. But while I'm holding it in my mouth and it starts to water, now I have something to swallow too, because I just love the inside and the out. I just want to get it both ways. And I don't know if that's just something that I think of doing, or if you think there's some benefit to doing it that way. But if you could give us your opinion of the best way to use both products.
Yeah, I would say that if you're very active, I think I do 4 mists in the morning, soft tissue with my mouth. I think it's a good idea. Get some in the gut. We bypass the gut so fast, and because it's going directly into the body. So just remember, visualize your body and your misting. When you say there's almost nothing to swallow, it's already in your body. It's as little as 15 to 30 seconds. And that's supported by documented research on PubMed that the pharmaceutical companies and others have done. So they use a similar technology as part of what we do. So I just want to say, and then getting it into the stomach, and I both know, hey, look, the stomach, there's 1 trillion cells in your stomach. So it needs the same attention. And if you can get it into your stomach and put some down, it could be very helpful as well. So I would just say, as very straightforward as this 1 trillion cells in your stomach. Somebody was called me about, they had stomach problems. I said, look, try the product. You have 1 trillion cells in your stomach. The gut has cells. And they go, gosh, I forgot. Yeah, there's cells. So remember what we say. Healthy cells, healthy you. Unhealthy cells, unhealthy you. If we're under attack from free radicals constantly, even when you go out and exercise, creates stressors and produces free radicals. So you have to neutralize them, bring the cells back to optimum health. That's our cellular nutrition blend. And then the glutathione works as the master antioxidant to neutralize and stop the damage from the free radicals that they're doing to your cells.
And Sandy, you have your hand raised, so I assume you've got a question you want to ask directly.
Yeah. So in our experience of being ageless advocates for decades, people react differently to nutraceuticals. So what happens if people anticipate, oh, I'm going to miss one or both, and they go, oh my goodness, I didn't notice anything. Oh my goodness. How should we explain to them that everyone's different? Some people, like Ed, will go, wow, I think I feel something. And others may say, I don't notice anything. So how would you address that?
Yeah, Sandy, that's a good question about everything, right? Because we're all so instant gratification. So I just tell them, if it's xanthomyst, GlutaMyst, and everybody, what you said, everybody's different. You know, some people will feel it, some people it's working. I'm gonna share with you is what I know based on the research that's we're following on PubMed is it's into your body and into your cells within 15 to 30 seconds. We know it. Well, we'll release the Dr. Templeman recording here, is his outstanding testimonial of his experience. But I would just say to you, it's just amazing. A lot of people will feel it, some people won't. But look, you didn't get to the health status you are now in a day. You know, if you have issues and you're looking to try to, you have to give it a fair shot. But I can honestly tell you, it's in there. It's working. I know that based on the studies that are on PubMed.com.